Okay, so as you can see, I have the iPhone 6, not the iPhone 6S, just the regular 6. See, it does have a crack in the screen there, but the bottom, everything is fine with, except for that little place. This is a brand new iPhone 6 charger. Okay, so yesterday, let's see, it's iPhone. Okay, so yesterday, I looked up a bunch of videos from people to try to get this to come back on because it was not powering on, the screen was black, etc., etc. I tried everything. I let it charge forever. I held the power button and the home button. I held it separately. So basically, this was my old phone, and I gave it to one of my sons, and then he didn't use it. Long story short, a friend of mine borrowed it, and when we got it back, it was glitching, and it was either a black screen or it just wasn't coming back on, period. So I was about to give up and just sell it because it's not even activated right now. I don't even have the SIM card in there because we were trying it on a different phone. But I was going to post this because I finally got it to come back on. Right now, as you can see, it's doing the restore iPhone. It's in the middle of the process right now. So with that, how I got it to come back on, because a lot of people seem to be having this problem with either the black screen or, you know, what have you. So I tried all the above methods, which I was showing you, where you hold the home screen or the power button and the home screen button down, you know, for 30 seconds to 5 minutes is what some people were doing. That still did not work. So I charged it and charged it and charged it and charged it and charged it, and it wasn't even taking a charge. The button over here, whoops, you can see why it's probably broken. The ringer button here, even when I was turning this off and on, was not, you couldn't even tell it was vibrating or anything. So I just thought, okay, the system's fried. And a bunch of people were telling me to take the tools and open it up there. Well, I didn't have the tools, and I even tried pressing here several times to get it to go, because the backlight, I guess that's what it was, could have been disconnected or whatnot. Again, I couldn't take the tools, or I didn't have the tools to pull it apart, so I just left it where it was. And one video that I did see was saying, like, if your phone's not charging or holding a charge, it could be something with some kind of battery issue. And I'm not a tech savvy person, so I have no idea, and I'm not even going to misquote it. But basically, I could not open the phone, like I've said before. So it was saying, like, leave it in the heat for about 5 to 10 minutes, or you know, wrap it in a heating pad, or put a blow dryer to it. Again, I never tried any of that. So what I did do is I had errands to run, and I left it on the dash of my car yesterday. It was, I think the heat index was about 104. That still did not work. So I didn't even charge it anymore after that. I took it outside yesterday on my front porch and was trying to fiddle with it again, and I just gave up. And honestly, this happened by accident. I left it outside on my front porch, which is covered, but I left it outside overnight, sitting on the table outside. And when I got home this morning, I was like, oh my gosh. So I grabbed it and I brought it back in. Excuse me. And I plugged it up to the computer. It still did not pull anything up as far as You know, when you hook it up to the computer, it'll pull up iTunes automatically, and it'll start this and that and third. Excuse me again. But none of that. It's just, it was like, it's not working. It's like, hey, dude, I give up. You know, it's fucked. So, just out of curiosity, because I don't like to give up on things, I went ahead and held the home button and the power button again, and lo and behold, oh, the Apple logo appeared, and I was so excited. And then, of course, it told me to plug it into iTunes, so it was already plugged into iTunes, but a message popped up telling me that it could not unlock the iPhone because the password. Well, I didn't need that. So I closed that out, and I just went ahead and did recovery mode and restore iPhone, which it's in the process of doing right now. So, if anybody else is having that problem, even if their screen looks like that, or like this, or like this, or like this, I mean, you have to understand this phone is a couple years old, and it's been through not only me, but a 10-year-old and another 10-year-old. So it's had its moments. But being that it is an iPhone, and being that it has been handed down, my now 11-year-old, which had it, is going to use this again versus me buying a new iPhone and paying for insurance, because I don't trust kids. Kids kind of suck. I love them, but, you know, they don't take care of crap unless they pay for it. And then sometimes they still don't. So I am hopefully going to get this to work. And when it does, I'm going to give it back to him. So that's what I did. You know, that's the only thing that I can think of that worked. Because, I mean, I had it charging. I've already had it plugged up to the computer before this. Still nothing. So I'm assuming maybe what a couple of other people had posted videos about, saying leave it in the heat. Maybe that's what it was, because I did do all the other processes though, so I would still probably go through those, as far as holding the buttons down, pressing this here, because this is where that backlight screen or whatever it's called is. Again, I'm not tech savvy, so I don't know anything about this stuff, but that's where that is located at, to get that back, the screen light, whatever, working. But I didn't take it apart because I didn't have the tools. I thought that I did, but they were a little too big. So, but I mean, you know, iPhones are iPhones, and they're expensive, and, you know, everybody's got to have one. Kids aren't cool unless they have them. So, hopefully that will help anyone else out, because I honestly was to the point of no return and did not know what to do, and I was not about to buy my 11-year-old son another iPhone. So I hope that helps everybody. So again, I walked through the steps of pressing the home button and the power button at the same time. I also did alternating those, pressing just the home button, pressing just the power button, back and forth. I tried pressing this area here pretty firmly to see if maybe that got dislodged or disconnected somehow, and put that back in. And then, like I said, the last thing I did was leave it on my dash for about maybe 10 minutes, and that didn't seem to work, so still didn't come on after I charged it. Left it on my front porch, and it was just the heat outside, I'm assuming. It wasn't left in direct sun, but I left it there overnight. I am in Tennessee, and it's pretty hot and muggy, so, as you can tell from my accent. So that is that, and now again it is, oh, look at it, it's restoring. So it's plugged in to my Mac, and it is in the iPhone recovery mode. It's restoring the software on this phone. So hopefully this works. I hope this helps somebody else out, because I was past the point of frustration because I paid full price for this phone. We have AT&T service, and we paid for it through the next plan. So that's how I did it, and I seriously thought this phone was beyond fixing. I really was about to just put it up for sale and be like, hey, somebody that knows what they're doing, fix it. So hope you guys have a good day, and peace out.